Let's look at Hilary now, just to get an idea for how this storm's coming together. We'll look at our impacts, because there are some impacts here in terms of some inconsequential rain, but obviously the bigger impacts are down south. And just to clear up any of the confusion there might be about what will it be, how strong, where exactly in Southern California gets hit the hardest. Let's try and go into all that. This is still a Category 2 hurricane. It's lost its really pretty formation. You don't see the eye wall so well anymore, but there's still a center of circulation there at Category 2, sustained winds at 110 within the center of that eye wall. What we care about is what happens next, obviously, and when it gets to the U.S., we can see it in the forecast, it falls apart. At least it becomes a tropical storm before it even crosses into California. Still 70-mile-an-hour winds in the eye of it there. And that's tomorrow. But by the time it crosses across the international boundary, those winds in the center will probably even have weakened a bit. You can see by the time we get to Monday, they're down to 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Let's put some specifics on it. Because it is still technically a tropical storm, when it crosses over Southern California, there is a tropical storm warning, and this is what you've been hearing about. It's the first time in history the National Weather Service has ever issued one of those for the West Coast. True. But we know there was a tropical storm that actually made landfall right around Long Beach, and that was back in 1939. So this has happened before, but it was a long time ago. Here's what it looks like. We'll play this forward in terms of what the rainfall is like. Sunday morning, the showers begin, but it's really Sunday afternoon right there. Sunday afternoon with more of a focus for the intense rain in the deserts. Just because of the way this storm is oriented, it throws a little more of the rain on the east side of the state. The exact part of the state, just geographically and geologically, which cannot absorb it as well. So this is the primary concern. The major flooding that's very likely for the deserts of southeastern California, Imperial County, inland San Bernardino County, Death Valley might be one of the places, in fact, where we see some of the most impressive imagery coming out of this by Monday afternoon. Here's what the rainfall totals look like. There will be rain throughout San Diego, Orange County, LA, Ventura County. You got friends and family down there. There's going to be street flooding. The winds will be strong enough. We'll probably get some tree branches down, maybe some local power outages. But it should be a fairly manageable situation, other than what could be, for the most part, nuisance flooding. For the major population center, I don't want to rule out the possibility for perhaps an isolated area that does get hit harder than that. But the general takeaway is 2 to 3 inches of rain is a lot, and it'll likely lead to some localized street flooding there. But it is the deserts that could have the biggest issue here, from severely damaging kinds of floods. You can see what that looks like on the big picture, right? That's live. We're going to get our share of that rain tomorrow morning. It's going to be a very small share, and here's how it's going to happen. You see a little spin in the clouds there in the water vapor? There's an area of low pressure off our coast. It's been there for like 5 days. That's the one that could give us an isolated chance for a thunderstorm tonight. That's not Hilary. That's from that little area of low pressure. Tomorrow, we're going to see the center of that kind of come on shore. That little low comes on shore, and it pulls a little more of Hilary in. It's complicated to try and separate, well, how much of this is Hilary and how much isn't. Bottom line is there's a chance of rain from the leftovers of Hilary by the time we get to Monday morning. And then that would be Monday morning and Monday afternoon. You see what that looks like on the Futurecast. That's tonight. That's our own little homegrown thunderstorms, thanks to the area of low pressure off the coast. So yes, tonight, very isolated areas of the inland East Bay could see an occasional thunderstorm. And then things will quiet down, and then watch what happens on Monday morning. That big wall of rain goes by, we pull some of it back into that low off the coast, and now there's a better chance for some more widespread showers that technically are the remnants of Hilary. And maybe there's an isolated thunderstorm mixed in that. And that goes through about the first half of Monday. Tomorrow's going to be hot. Monday's going to be much cooler because of that. If you look at the daytime highs tomorrow, we're in the low 90s for most of our warmer inland spots, 89 Santa Rosa, 86 San Jose. And when we look at the 7-day forecast, you'll see a dip in the numbers on Monday for just about everybody. And increase in clouds, and even an isolated stray bolt of lightning. Look at the North Bay, look at San Jose. Your daytime highs are also cooler. But then once it passes, the numbers warm right back up again. We're going to be near 90 again for many of those warmer spots by the middle of the week. And for the inland East Bay, chance of an isolated thunderstorm there, a few degrees cooler, and then you're back near 100 and sunny by the end of the week.